Hello everyone, welcome to another online seminar presentation on expanding Asian vegetable crops in Florida. This presentation will focus on the vegetable crop TongHao. TongHao, an Asian vegetable crop expanding in Florida. Let us start our discussion today with a general description of TongHao. TongHao, or Glebionus coronaria, is a hermaphroditic angiosperm and is a member of Asteraceae, the daisy family. The name of this genus was recently changed from chrysanthemum to Glebionus, so some references still may call this plant chrysanthemum because that was the nomenclature for many years. There are two kinds of TongHao, a broadleaf and a narrowleaf variety, both having their origins in China and Europe, particularly in the Thermos-Mediterranean bioclimatic belt. There are many common names for TongHao, including, but not limiting to, TongHao, TongHo, Gulchini, Singaku, Sukgat, Tong-o, crown daisy, and garland chrysanthemum. TongHao is a very interesting crop, and pictured here is an image of the shoots of TongHao. This is a glabrous plant. As previously mentioned, there are two types of TongHao, a narrowleaf and a broadleaf variety. The narrowleaf variety is smaller, narrower, and more deeply toothed than the broadleaf variety. It is also slightly greener and more cold tolerant. In Florida, this crop can be grown from September to March. Broadleaf TongHao, on the other hand, has large, thick leaves and is heat tolerant. Now let's provide an overview on the morphology of TongHao. TongHao is an erect, highly branched, leafy, herbaceous annual crop. It's one of the few annual plants in its genus. Like many members of Asteraceae, this crop is aromatic. It can form dense stands that can reach heights of 3 feet. The leaves are alternately spaced and are oblong and lanceolate in shape. This type of leaf shape can be seen pictured on the slide here. Additionally, the leaves are sessile and clasp at the base of the stem. The inflorescence is a formation of solitary flower heads. These flowers are showy and beautiful, and so therefore can be grown ornamentally. The flowers may be either yellow or bicolor, with petals being both yellow and white. While TongHao can be transplanted, this crop is much more commonly grown from seed. To produce seed, TongHao requires pollination via insects. Numerous insects have been shown to pollinate this plant, such as bees, beetles, and butterflies. In fact, TongHao has been shown to be a garden butterfly attractant. Application of gibberellic acid has been shown to increase rates of seed germinations in numerous crops, and has been shown to be particularly helpful in TongHao. The seeds of this plant are classified as achenes. They are simple, one-seeded toothed fruits without a wind dispersal mechanism, otherwise known as a pappus. Instead, the dispersal mechanism for this plant is usually insect-based, commonly being carried by ants into the soil. Many seeds are found in collective numbers that are attached to a receptacle. The seeds of TongHao are similar in size and in number to lettuce seeds, in that TongHao also produces a multitude of small seeds. Because of their small size, it's recommended to thinly sow the seeds into the soil at a depth of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. Some spacing recommendations are that each TongHao plant should be spaced 2 inches apart with 18-inch row spacings. TongHao naturally grows in habitats of meadows and fields, as well as in disturbed habitats. Optimal conditions for growth of TongHao are in regards to temperature, that of early winter in Florida. This crop can be grown for winter production in Florida. TongHao can also be grown in the spring and in the fall in Florida. Ideal temperatures are between 69 and 84 degrees Fahrenheit. However, warm summer conditions are conducive for premature flowering in TongHao, so for this reason, winter as opposed to summer tends to be the ideal time to grow this vegetable crop. Additionally, excessively high temperatures tend to make the TongHao bitter in taste. TongHao grows best in full sun to partial shade conditions in soils that are well drained but still have considerable moisture. TongHao cannot tolerate clay soils. Ideal soil types are nutrient-rich soils with a mostly neutral pH of around 5.2 to 7.5. TongHao is largely pest-free, and in fact can be grown for the purposes of being a companion plant in order to repel caterpillars. Harvesting TongHao is recommended to take place 40 to 45 days after seeding. Commonly, the plants reach about 8 inches in height at the time of harvest. Because this is a presently emerging vegetable crop in Florida, there are no UF-IFAS nutrient recommendations. However, in lieu of that, referencing some UF-IFAS lettuce nutrient recommendations could work to produce some healthily growing TongHao. While there are multiple uses for TongHao, its overarching use is culinary. TongHao is usually cooked and eaten as a vegetable. Though not commonly cooked in the United States, this vegetable is very commonly eaten in China. It's commonly eaten there because it's flavorful and highly nutritious. It is high in concentrations of beta-carotene and antioxidants. It also has a floral taste, similar to chrysanthemum. TongHao can be combined with meats and other fillings to cook stuffings and dumplings. Use TongHao as an ingredient in hot pots, casseroles, and soups. This is commonly practiced in South China. Also, TongHao can be eaten raw, usually added as an additional garnish to a salad and other related dishes. TongHao can be blanched to reduce bitterness when used in salads and other recipes. A use other than culinary purposes is as green manure. Turning and cultivating the TongHao into the soil has been shown to help manage root knot nematode infestation and improve yield. Another very interesting and incredibly practically useful purpose is as a heavy metal sorbent. There has been shown to be biosorption potential of TongHao for the removal of cadmium and cobalt from aqueous solutions. Additionally, TongHao can be grown for strictly ornamental purposes because it has beautiful, showy flowers. The dissected foliage also makes for an aesthetic addition to a garden. Indeed, TongHao was introduced to Europe as a garden ornamental crop. Cooking TongHao is quick, easy, and absolutely rewarding because this vegetable is delicious. First, watch your TongHao. Then, cut it into manageable and even pieces, around 2 inches long. Lastly, add it to a warm oiled pan and sauté until soft. Once cooked, TongHao will change texture from turgid to soft and will change color from light green to dark green. Also, the TongHao will shrivel upon cooking. Once cooked, serve warm and enjoy. Here is the nutritional information for TongHao per 100 grams serving. Here are some references and further reading. For more information, visit the EDIS page that focuses on the Florida emergent Asian vegetable crop of TongHao. I would like to acknowledge some photo credits listed here and UF-IFAS for making this work possible. This concludes our discussion on TongHao. Thank you.